Hello there, welcome to the next episode of Jobbers Only 2K24. We're getting towards the tail end of Season 3, and I'm hoping we can finish this season today. We're doing okay, but we're going to get straight into it. We are coming up for Survivor Series. We're getting close. We're spending a bit of money on this one, on this show. We've got a normal match, Brookshirt Brittany against Billy Slugger to start off with. Rivalry going on anyway. Billy Slugger picks up the win. Disappointing match, but it's growing the rivalry there. We've got a tornado tag. This should have mainly gone first, I think. Chester and Red Flame. Yep, should have had those matches the other way round. We've got our women's title match. Trixie Gambit, Ignition, Saturday Steam Round, Pretty Ruthless. Ignition's champ. Okay. And we're going for our main event. Tables, tag team match. Titles online, and we have new champs in Timber and Bobby Marquis. A 1-5-3-2-5-3. Yeah, the open up got me again. But 29, just under 30,000 fans. Not too bad. How's the 38? They've extended their lead, but we are catching up, as you can see. We need a couple of big weeks. Those table matches, tag team matches, that tag team title in a table match again. We're having a rematch. And still champs, Timber and Bobby Marquis. We've got the North American title in the TLC match, Fatal 4-Way. A new champion, Geriatric. An amazing 4-star match. Wow, okay. I don't think it was as good as a tables match, but this could be a high ranking match. Hell in a Cell as well. Rangvold against Chester. Rangvold picks up the win. Right place for a good start for a 3-star match. And we've got a main event, a backstage brawl. Non-title match. Billy Slugger picks up the win. Another amazing match. This could be a high scoring week. 4, 4, 3 and a 4. We could gain someone WCW here. How are we looking? 78,500. Wow. We've got to be catching some up this week. 78.5 against 34. What difference has that made? 4-9. Oh, look how close that is now. Fans wise, we are catching up so much. Please don't have some bad weeks. Okay, we've calmed down a bit for match stipulations this week. A normal match, Ignition against Trixie Gambit. Non-title match. But there's a rivalry built. Ignition is champ. And picks up the win. Rivalry's grown. Now we've got Geriatric, Clint McDougall, another non-title match. Geriatric picks up the win. It's not been a bad week. Stuff's in the right place so far. Queen Bee against Sally Steamroller. Sally Steamroller picks up the win. I thought that one was going to happen. And we have got a title match for the main event. Fatal 4-Way. Chosen Adrian Buck, Captain Grog and Rangvold. Rangvold is our new champ. Well placed match there. 2, 5, 2, 2 and a 3. Another good booking. Won't be as high as last week, but do you know what? I don't think it's a bad week. What are we going to get? 35,500. I'll take that with a profit as well. 35.5. Can we beat WCW 2 weeks in a row? Yep, 23. Oh, by quite a bit. By 12,000. It's so close. Fans 4974 and 503, I think it was. We've got a special stipulation for our main event, but the rest are normal matches. Chuck McQuaid against Bobby Marquis. And Bobby Marquis picks up the win. It's an okay match, 2.5 star. We've got Precious Silver against Queen Bee. And Queen Bee picks up the win. Good, considering she picked up a loss last week. Billy Slugger's involved next, fighting Pretty Ruthless. Battleship Brittany's doing a run in. Pretty Ruthless picks up the win. And our main event, Falls Count Anywhere, Captain Grog, Adrian Buck and Chosen's doing a run in. Ooh. Amazing 4-star match as well. 2-5, 2-5, 2 and a 4. Another good booking this week. Can we catch up again? 37.5. Are we going to beat WCW 3 weeks in a row? 25, yes. And we picked up another trophy. We're getting close to this 10 now. We are getting close to our 10 trophies. We're on 6. They're only on 3. Adam Pearce on 2. And we're catching up even more, fans-wise. We're both over the 5 million mark. We've got a massive card for Survivor Series this week. Triple threat opener, Battleship Brittany, Billy Slugger and Sally Steamroller. It's a big old match, this one. Billy Slugger picks up the win. It's a 3-star match. Do you know what? I think that's going to be in the wrong place. Looking at the other matches we've got in this card. Hell in a Cell match. Title on the line for the NXT Championship. Hell in a Cell. Yeah, that definitely shouldn't have been the first card, that women's triple threat. In the wrong place there. For that title right there. Rangwell's champ. As it lowers down, Rangwell's looking confident. Chest up. Captain Grog and Chosen wants his title back. We're going up for the tail end of this match. Rangwell with a big splash on Chester. Captain Grog and Chosen were battling out on the outside, but Captain Grog going back in. I thought Rangwell was going to try and slam Captain Grog onto that dustbin there. Chester's getting Chosen the submission. No, Captain Grog stops that. Rangwell's looking a bit grog on the outside. And Captain Grog does get Chester head first into that bin. And then goes for Rangwell to it as well. Launches it at Chosen. Is this going to be the end? Rangwell looks like he's out of it. Captain Grog picking up Chosen. Spins him round. Slams him down. No, Rangwell has him there. Rangwell breaks up that pin. Captain Grog's going for it again. Picks up Chester this time. Slams him down. Is this it? Everyone's out on their feet. 1, 2. We have a new champion, Captain Grog. Rangwell gets to his feet, but it's just a bit too late. Captain Grog is your NXT champion. Put that on my shoulder, boy, he says to the ref. Wow. So 3 different champs in as many weeks, I think. This title's been pushed about everywhere now. And we've got a 4-star amazing match. Going to have a bad opener for this card, but hopefully we don't drop too many fans. It don't hurt us too much because we've got some big matches coming up still. Hopefully they're our saving grace. Steel cage match, Precious Silver, Queen Bee and Pretty Ruthless. Precious Silver. 3.5-star, great match. We've got our NXT North American title on the line. Geriatric loses his title to Chuck McGuagan. 5-star legendary match. And once again, our tag team titles are on the line in a tables match. And Trent Shaw and Mr. Higglesby win those titles back in a 4-star amazing match. Do you know what? Wrong order, but we had some poor start and a poor finish, but we had a good card still. Hopefully it doesn't hurt us too much. 129.5. Do you know what? We'd have had a lot more if we had them in the right order there. 129. Yeah, I knew we'd lose WCW this week. We're on 6 trophies those compared to their 3. But we are now 4 weeks away from Mania. And we need to try and build our roster a bit, I'm thinking. We've got a talent scouts there. Let's see what we can get. We're after a male hill fighter if we can. There's one there. Nicholas Mann. Sign him up till the end of the season. He's going straight in this week as well. He's going straight into a tag team title match. And we've got Mr. Goodsby and Trent Shaw champs against Nicholas Mann and Red Flame. And Nicholas Mann picks up his title his first week. Him and the Red Flame are the new tag team champions. We've got Jake Zandu against Rangvold. Chester with a run in this week. Rangvold picks up the win. Disappointing match. Chester's running really didn't do too much. Billy Slugger and Pretty Ruthless. Billy Slugger picks up the win. It's a disappointing match again, but they're in the right place at the minute. And our main event, Chuck McGuagan, Bobby Marquis, non-title match. Chuck McGuagan picks up the win. It's not been a greatest card, but we're not going to get hurt too much. Oh, yes, we are. 15, just under 16,000. It's not what I wanted to see. 10,000 behind WCW. Every time I think we're getting very close. We've dropped behind a bit, but we need a couple of big weeks and we can catch up. We've got a couple of good matches this week. Title match. Women's title ignition. Queen being Sensational Starla. Sensational Starla get back that title. She had that for quite a long time and she wanted that back. Submission match with Jake Zandu and John the Fish Herman. John Herman picks up the win. No rivalry built. I was hoping to go straight to a level 2. Sally Steamroller and Pretty Ruthless. Sally Steamroller picks up the win. A new rivalry started though. And in our main event, we've got a non-title match. Triple threat. Adrian Buck, the only one that isn't a champion, picks up the win. Okay. A 3, 2, 5, 1, 5 and a 3. It was an okay booking. We've got, how's that done us this week? 23 and a half. Not the worst week in the world. Raw's 1,000. Wow. WCW extended their lead again. But as long as we can try and keep up. We're ahead on trophies. That's the main thing. Right. Let's see if we can add some more to our roster. A female cruiser. There's one there again, Sassy Molassie. That'll do to the end of the season. Bring her in. She can go straight into a match this week as well. Women's title match. Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way. Sensational Starler retains. It's good opener. Good opener there. We've got a submission match next. Clint McDougall against Geriatric. Clinton picks up the win. From level 2 straight to a level 4. Perfect build for Mania. Adrian Buck against Timber. Timber picks up the win. Okay, I've seen how Adrian Buck was doing after last week's win against the World Champ and the North American Champ. Tag team titles are on the line again. And they go back to Mr. Higglesby and Trent Shaw. 3-5-2-5-2 and a 3-5. I'm happy with that booking. Can we catch up with WCW this week a bit? They're pulling away every time. Just under 31,000. How are we doing? We have lost to SmackDown. I'm not too worried about SmackDown. They're miles behind. Raw's 10,000. Raw are out falling behind quite a bit. This team, big one. 19,000. We've beat WCW this week. That's massive. We need to catch up with them a bit more. But we are very, very close now. So close. A week away from Mania. We have a Fatal 4-Way to open up with. Women's Fatal 4-Way, non-title match, Pretty Ruthless. we've got another submission match next. Jake Zandu and John the Fish Herman again. John Herman picks up the win last time. And he does again this time. Another women's match next. Another fatal 4-way. 2 fatal 4-ways in one show. Queen Bee. And the tag team titles are on the line again. Nicholas Mann and the Red Flames didn't want to wait till Mania for their rematch. They wanted it now. And they were right in doing so because they picked up those titles again. Happy with the booking this week. Hopefully, we have caught up with WCW again. 23.5. That's not the best. I think we'll be very lucky to beat WCW this week. Oh, only 22. So close on those fans. I think it's literally out of us in WCW now. Big Mania card. Please let everything in the right order. Hell in a Cell for the North American title. What a way to open Mania. Hell in a Cell for that title right there. Starts to lower down. What a belt that is. I wasn't too keen when I first hit it, but I really, really like it. Here we go. There's our champ. Bobby Marquis. Thinks he deserves a shot at this title. Rangvold's dying to get his hands back on there. And Chester thinks he's in with a shout. Chester was going for it, but Rangvold just picks him up, smashes him at the back of the head a couple times, picks him up, and just slams him straight down. Oh, Rangvold picks up Bobby, spins him round, big slam. Chester was trying to sneak in there. Shot from behind. And Chester's going for the pin on Bobby. No way. 1, 2. Oh my God. Chester's picked up the win. Chester has just become the North American champion. Out of nowhere. He snuck a win and he got it. Wow. That was definitely unexpected. Chuck McGuagan lost his belt to Chester. 4.5-star classic. Next we have our NXT title in a triple threat steel cage match. This is going to be another big match. Chosen coming down first. Had this title a little while ago and he wants it back. He had it very, very recently. I think it was the start of this show he was champion. And here's a man who beat recently our NXT champion and our North American champion, Adrian Buck. He won a triple threat match against both champs and he got the chance to get for one of these titles. And this is a title he's gone for. But there's our champ, Captain Grog. He's not to be messed about with. Taking a slow pace, he walked down to the ring. He's not going to rush, is he? Remind everyone that he's in charge. For that title right there. No messing about for the captain. Chosen's looking a bit worried there. Adrian Buck just make sure checking all around him. Going in towards the end of this match now. Chosen just takes out Captain Grog with a high kick. Surely not like this. I was about to say. Adrian Buck's been busted open. Oh, with the sweep kick. straight to the head. Adrian Buck picked up Captain Grog. GTS, is he going to go for it? Chosen's out of it. Chosen looks like he's out completely. 1, 2, can he get in time? 3. Chosen just couldn't get it in time. Adrian Buck picks up the win against double champs last week, and he's now picked up the title that he got for. That was the title. That was his chance. He picks up that triple threat match, and he got to pick either title to go for, and he went straight for the NXT World title, and he's won it. At Mania, a 5-star legendary match. This is going to be a good card for us. I really believe it is. What a second match. And we've got, this is our tag team titles have been through so many tables matches. We've got that coming up next. And Trent Shaw and Mr. Higglesby want that match again. There's like, right, rematch clause. We lost the titles last week. We want them back. Tables match again against the Red Flame and Nicholas Mann. These titles have been hot potato in between the two, and Red Flame and Nicholas Mann retain. 4.5-star classic. Women's title is on the line next. Billy Slugger picks up the win. We have a new champ. Sensational Starler's lost. Wow. And a backstage brawl. Non-title match. Get to the end. Clint McDougall and John Herman are already out of this. It's down to Geriatric and Jake Zandu battling it up on top of that platform. If they go down, do you know, this could be the end of one of them forever. If one of them goes off of that railing, over that railing, Geriatric, for a small man, he's trying to give it to Jake Zandu. Jake seems like he's out of it. Jerry's, do you know what? He's a force to be reckoned with for a small guy. Here we go. He's going for it. He's going for his finisher. Picks him up. Slams him down. And Geriatric picks up the win in that backstage brawl. A 4 out of 5-star amazing match. We've done okay. The order might not be the best. A poor opener, really. On a 4.5 of 5, a 4.5 of 4, a 4. We've still got some high ratings. Surely it can't hurt us too much. 265,000. It's a massive week. How have WCW done? Can we beat them with 265,000? 200,000, 65,000, and another trophy. We're getting these trophies thick and fast now. We're on 7, and we're only 16,000 behind, which is, that's a bad week. 16,000. Slammy Awards. Most TLC matches. I thought it'd be table matches, to be honest, because those tag team titles went through so many. One about season 3. NXT, most new fans, most rivals completed. We've done okay. Loved that, enjoyed that. We are going to be back with our next episode next week. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Give us a little comment. Tell me what you'd like to see next for a new season, because we're going to be starting a new one soon. Any ideas, give me a shout. See you later. Bye.